Zeta here, and welcome back to more Let's Play Kirby Deluxe. In the last episode, we beat Wild World and whacked Coily Rattler on the head, and in this episode, we're going to Endless Explosions! Wait till you guys hear this music if you haven't heard it before, because it is something to behold. Behold! I can't for the life of me think of, like, what the name of this style of music is called. But who would ever have guessed that it would be in a Kirby game? Not me. Anyways, you need Parasol here, because Parasol breaks these blocks. Also, I've played this stage recently. Well, more recently enough. This was one of the stages in Guest Star that I had to revisit. Which, speaking of, I really feel like I need to bring this up at some point. My Triple Deluxe and Planet Robot playthroughs, I'm absolutely just going to spend as much time during the playthrough as I can. Specifically, like, keeping an eye out in every possible way I can. Because I'm just like, there are some rooms in Guest Star Allies and for Taranza and Susie that I'm still really suspicious of. And so, like, I'm just keeping an eye out for those. Maybe I'll learn something. So, I don't know. Everywhere I can, I'm just gonna, like, try and be observant. And just see if I recognize anything at all. It's a big deal to me, I don't know. I have many regrets about that video. Although the biggest one I'll get to when we get to Royal Road, the final level. Spoiler alert, whatever. I mean, at this point I feel like people probably know the names of these areas, and even if you don't, me saying the name Royal Road doesn't really mean much to you, so like, whatever. Like, imagine me playing Kirby's Adventure and saying, oh, the last level is named... Oops. The last level is named Rainbow Resort. How does that make you feel, huh? This makes me feel like it's a Kirby Adventure reference. Well, I'm not getting the wonky, I don't think. Wow, you're lenient. Something to keep an eye on for the Exodus stage, though. Whee! Ooh, golden keychain. Neat. Okay, well, that was a fun little stage. That was over pretty quickly, though. I mean, I guess it helps that I know what I'm doing. Yes, we get to kill a bird on. Die! Alright. But yeah, I've got my eyes peeled, because especially because, like, this segment that was reused for Guest Star Taranza in that game was one of the ones that felt the most suspicious to me. Because I'm pretty certain this is where there was an area that was, like, just flat out felt completely brand new, and, like, I just couldn't source it at all. Hi, Skullord. Piggy enemy. So, I don't know. The thing about the 3DS games and that video that I did is that, like, I didn't actually play the 3DS games to find... Honestly, when it came to that video in general, and trying to source all the information, it was kind of interesting, because for the most part, I didn't actually do a huge ton of the information seeking. Because by the time I did it, Wave 1 and Wave 2 were both incredibly easy anyway. And also had kind of been done before. Up to that point. So, like, I did still, like, obviously confirm, and I'm the one who plays all the footage in the video. It's it's not like I'm saying I took footage from other people. But I didn't, like, have to go through every single game to, like, replay everything and find out where things were. Like, to an extent... What abilities are over here? Does Ninja have a watery move? Yep, it does. Ah, that. Okay. So, but yeah, the only really hard one from the first 2 waves was Dark Meta Knight. But even then, like, I am such a Kirby and Amazing Mirror expert, like, I didn't have any trouble sourcing anything from that at all. Squeak Squad gave me a little bit of trouble, but, like, again, people had already figured out Squeak Squad by that point. And really, at that point, I was just like, I know this stage, I just don't know which stage it is, so, like... I'm talking about the local volcano part, specifically. But when it came to Guest Star Wave 3, Magalore, Taranza, and Suzy, nobody had done any information on any of that stuff at all. Honestly, I'm still not sure if, like, Kirby Wiki areas have, like, mentioned anything about the guest stars for that. Sometimes I remember, like, going back and forth and just wondering, like, hey, I wonder if they're ever going to update this based on my video, and maybe they'll source it. I don't know. Source it to my video as proof, I don't know. Either way, basically, Return to Dreamland and the 3DS games were the ones that I had to, like, actually, like, really put a ton of effort into trying to, like, source them for. Because, like, with the other ones, it was just, I had to kind of confirm it. Confirm what other people had figured out. Nothing I couldn't have done on my own, but definitely something that was made easier by other people getting started before me, basically. You can't stop me, Blocky. I'm a ninja. I never know how to feel about the Blocky redesign, because I miss the old design that was an outright Adventures of Lolo reference. But now it's just, he's just this giant block, and I'm like, okay, yep, you're... Like, it's arguably a better design, but it's like, it's not the Adventures of Lolo design. The Eggerland design, I don't know. The more Eggerland references, the better. I always say. Ow! Well, I hope I don't need that stone for anything. Well, they gave me a stone anyway. That didn't work out for me last time, so I should not do it again. But yeah, with Return to Dreamland, it was a lot of fun because, like, I know Return to Dreamland pretty decently well. And... so, like, sourcing, like, the Magalore areas of Return to Dreamland went really well for me, and I really enjoyed doing that. What I did with these was I would, like, open up big long plays of the stages of the games, and just kind of skim through areas to find areas that I recognized. Which, for the most part, worked pretty well. That's how I found the... well, obviously, it's how I found the majority of the things. It's how I found that Magalore goes from Nutty Noon. So, don't pick up the thing. Good to know. I'm not sure how to, like, do this. Maybe I should just jump immediately. There we go. What? Well, now I'm confused. I don't have enough time. I know I messed up, but how in the world is there enough time for this? Maybe if I had the hammer, it wouldn't be as bad, but, like, with stone, I'm just like, how do you do this fast enough? I guess like that. You know what? They're getting harder. They're getting harder with these things, and I kind of appreciate that. Like, that's non-trivial, basically. But yeah, so I would watch long plays, and that's how I found things like when Magalore goes from Nutty Noon 2 all the way to Raisin Ruins 5, and I'm just like, what the heck? This doesn't make sense, but okay. And it's like, oh, I guess it's because they want an Ultra Sword segment for him. It's like, that's how I found out a lot of the things that you need to... That's how I found out about a lot of the things. Eat the eel, Kirby! Eat that eel! So it's like, the long play solution did work out for me, but I didn't actively play the games until, like, I was like, okay, this is the stage I'm going for, let's play this stage and get this information, get this footage. So, like, that worked out for me, but I can't deny the possibility that playing the stages myself might give me just a little bit of information that I otherwise wouldn't have. So, I don't know, I have my eyes out, is basically the entire thing I've been trying to say this entire time. Anyways, let's just hold the button down. Yay! See, this is what I mean about Hypernova being really long and cinematic, and me being kind of a little annoyed by it. Like, in the moment, it's fine, but now imagine, like, say I miss a sunstone in this stage. Or a golden keychain or something like that, and I have to come back here, and I have to go through all of this again. Obviously not every bit of it, because some of it's optional, but not all of it is. And so it's just like, imagine doing it all over again. It's just like, yep. Because once you've experienced a cinematic thing, that's the tricky thing. It's no longer very exciting. Not in concept. And, like, there's nothing inherently wrong with cinematic stuff, it's just, like... It's the fact that, like, because it's so heavily integrated into the gameplay, you can't, like, skip it in any way. Like, cutscenes inherently are incredibly cinematic parts of video games, but a lot of the time you can skip them if you've already seen it, you know? But because these are cinematic gameplay elements, like, you can't really skip these things too well. So that's what, like, makes it so, like, awkward on a revisit. But they're still fine on the first playthrough. I'm not, like, disliking these. And even though I have played this game before, that was 9 years ago, I don't really remember all of these beat for beat. So it's like, I'm, like, pretend upset almost right now. Wow, that Waddle Dee certainly got some strength, huh? But yeah, it's just like, I don't know. I just think, if nothing else, it's something worth keeping in mind for just in general. Especially for anybody who wants to design things themselves. And, like, I may not be a game designer, but, like, I have, like, some, like, game design aspirations at times sometimes. Like, there are times I'm like, I think it would be fun to, like, make a game. I don't know anything about making games, but, like, I pay attention to these sorts of things in games that I play because, like, you never know when it might come in handy. If nothing else, maybe it'll help somebody else. If me pointing these things out, maybe it will help someone else, like, make a better game or something. I don't know. I've got a lot of creative friends as well, so, like, if nothing else, if I get good at providing feedback and, like, trying to work out solutions to problems, there could be benefit to that. Nightmare's Power Orb. He's got some splaining to do. Spear Waddle Dee. The thing that always bugged me about the keychains in these games is that, like, they always felt weirdly anti-aliased to me. Like, the borders of everything always felt like they was slightly off. Slightly fuzzy. And also, they changed the colors of them to not be black either. And it's just like... something always felt a little wonky to me about them. But that's my, like... that's my upbringing on the Spriter's Resource making sprite comics. I paid close attention to a lot of the Kirby sprites. So, like... I noticed little touches like that sometimes. I think this song is called Mysterious Trap. I like it. So you got these little portal boxes now. So that's pretty neat. They're automatic. At first I thought they were kind of like doors, but no, they're just automatic. You stand on one, you go whoop. I guess there's the trap part of the mysterious part. Uh-oh. Why does your move have end lag? Burger. This looks like melting mud. You know what this makes me think of? You know all those, like, things where it's like, this is what McDonald's really is, and it just shows you, like, this gook. And, like, I'm 95% sure it's all fake, but it makes me think of, like, that, like, the fake, like, this is what fast food is actually is behind the burger outer covering, and it's just trying to intentionally gross you out. It's like, trying to get you to stop eating fast food. Which is, like, you shouldn't really eat fast food, but, like, it's not this bad. But, like, that's what this makes me think of. It's just a giant wall of, like, of flesh. Speedy! Oh, I see what they want. Fair tries the charm. I'm just like, huh. Okay. We got it! Thank you. Okay. Don't have a whole ton to say. I run low on topics. Blow up faster. Ah. I see. No wonder why it gives you so much time. Stop picking back up, Kirby! I know it's shiny, but it's not shiny for a safe reason. Ah! Okay. No, I must be the one to kill the bird on. I think the wall did it. We're not friends, wall. Excuse me. You know what I'm always kind of disappointed by? I kind of wish that in games after Return to Dreamland, they had more ability challenges, because those were always really cool. And I guess I can understand them not being on the 3DS games, but I wish they were in Star Allies or something like that. On the plus side, at the very least, with Forgotten Land, they kind of had them with the treasure rooms. So, like, that's a step up. But I kind of miss, like, just the formal ones, you know? Formal ability challenges. Plus, they're a little longer than the treasure roads. I don't know, I'm stretching. I'm stretching. Ah. Just stretching. So. I see you back there, Birdon. You're gonna get abducted by a UFO. The free tea! The original friggin'! Drossia. Snooze root. Tick. Alright. Yeah, that's probably where I should probably end the episode. 3 stages. There's gonna be 3 more plus a boss. So, yeah. Next time on Let's Play Kirby Triple Deluxe, we're going to finish Endless Explosions. We haven't seen too many explosions, but maybe that's why Kirby kept trying to pick up the explosion. He was like, I want this. I was promised this. Give it to me.